This is the future.
Let me ask you this first. How do you play Nezha? Or do you play him at all? Well, my point of asking this question is that even though Nezha is not a meta Warframe in the eyes of many, he still has a place in my heart and I enjoy playing him, especially with a tank melee setup. In the past, Nezha was just a budget rhino, but after his rework, he got a debuffing ability, and his warding halo became intuitive to use. My favorite setup is using a powerful melee with healing return, and giving Nezha decent power strength for his warding halo and debuff feature on his second ability. I can easily melt enemies, and do this for the rest of the mission since Nezha is immortal with his warding halo paired with a melee healing return setup. Aside from using him on high level, or in steel path levels to level cap, I don't see myself using him on other missions. Don't get me wrong, as he also got an insane crowd control with his fourth ability, and it's also fun to run around with his first ability and crowd control while damaging enemies at the same time, but most of the time, I'm having fun with his warding halo. It's just super effective and fun to use. I said to myself that I don't need any build for Nezha. Well, I'm glad that I'm wrong. The recent update brought something for Nezha, and right now, you can burn enemies with this Warframe. Along with the Veilbreaker update, Nezha's Pyroclastic Flow augment got buffed and now, it can accumulate 250% of the damage done by Firewalker, and the Trail of Fire forces a heat status effect. The duration was unchanged, but the damage accumulation is way better compared to the past 150%. Okay, let me explain further how you can do this combo. First of all, you would need Pyroclastic Flow, of course. That's pretty obvious, Captain Obvious. Then, you would need a grouping ability, and the best so far from all the things I have tried is the Ensnare ability of Cora. What about Magus Anomaly Squad Leader? Could it function as your primary grouping ability? It can function as a grouping ability for this combo, but not the primary one, especially in steel path levels. Sometimes, we use spam Magus Anomaly to group enemies together. It would take time and you will get stuck at the center of the enemies, which is quite annoying. Also, instead of focusing on spreading the heat status over the enemies, you will waste time spamming Magus Anomaly. On the other hand, once you ensnared a target, it will catch others and group them in one place, allowing you to then run around and spread the heat status proc. Sometimes, heat status doesn't do that much damage, especially with shields and armor. Good thing is that we have Unru that can remove all the defenses of enemies right now. So basically, what you need to do is activate Firewalker, ensnare enemies, cast Caustic Strike to remove armor, or cast Magnetic Flare to remove shield, and lastly, run around like crazy until you accumulate huge heat damage, and kick that flame into the faces of your target. Rinse and repeat the process. The good thing about this combo is I got you all covered. This has enough survivability to go against steel path levels, and enough firepower to kill high-level enemies, and even steel path acolytes will melt with the fire damage of Pyroclastic Flow. Another great thing about this is that you can incorporate this combo to your existing Nezha build. If you are running a melee healing return setup, then you can still use this build if you want. Or, if you are running a hybrid Nezha that can crowd control, debuff, and tank at the same time, then you can also use this combo. The damage of Pyroclastic Flow gets better because of the new Archon Vitality mod that allows you to apply the status effect of heat twice, allowing you to faster burn enemies to their death. By the way, this is a caster build for Nezha in Steel Path, and you don't need to worry about energy and survivability. Once you cast abilities, you will regain health with the new Molt Reconstruct augment, and while Warding Halo is active, you will be tanky and able to regenerate energy with the help of the Hunter Adrenaline mod. It's just really fun to use this combo, especially when you accumulate tons of heat damage, and then kick them into enemy faces. It's a fun way to play Nezha right now, and I hope you will try it for yourself. More updated endgame builds will be available for your favorite Warframes later, but for now, I hope you will try all the new builds if you have the resources. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.